Hello, continued greetings. Can't even talk properly, you'll have to excuse me. Wide and long. Whatever I've said in the previous video, I cannot make out what this is. So why are the people driving confused? So I didn't know it was a bus stop. And then, you see, my driver said, they just come, they don't listen. So it was I didn't know, I don't drive a car to know the rules. Even he couldn't tell this was a bus stop. And if you, I don't know if you stop at a bus stop, you, even if you're in the car, you get a, what do you call it, ticket. Hello. Sorry, I took a pause because the azan was on. So I don't know what this is really. The driver was in the car. He doesn't know. Okay, he's come to this area new, but this bus stop rule is everywhere, right? This place. So he makes mistakes or something, and even the taxi drivers make mistakes. RTA, the way taxi drivers. So I told him. He said that Arabs were cruel. He said यहाँ के लोग बहुत जालिम हैं. These Arabs are very cruel. They don't understand. They just give you fines and all this. So I don't know. Anyhow, so the thing is that I felt sorry for him because he has to send salary to maybe his family in Kashmir or somewhere. So I told him, no, the problem here, Muslims everywhere in Pakistan, fraud and all this. कापी के एक चोर मकार लोग हैं पाकिस्तानी, right? Either strictness है, they won't leave you if you're, but how come they leave RTA taxi drivers Pakistani? Shouldn't they fine? We should immediately call if the laws are strict about no one's life was danger, about the road rules, then customers need, RTA needs to give us money immediately. For these taxi drivers, they can be very, very cunning. अच्छा sorry, पूरा डिस्टर्ब करके झूठ बोल के और फिर एंड में सॉरी, क्या फ़ायदा? सॉरी तो हम आरटीए के सिक्योरिटी उसको भी नहीं कह सकते हैं, ट्रैफिक पुलिस को, राइट? You cannot say sorry. They'll of course will be charged. You don't know the road rules. So एक तरफ से अरब बदनाम है कि बहुत क्रूल हैं, लेकिन अगर ये स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स नहीं होते तो इधर भी बहुत पाकिस्तानी जैसा फ्रॉड होता. On some, like I'm thinking on the other side too, but then shouldn't the Arabs be strict with the Pakistani taxi drivers? So shouldn't we customers fine them, right? So anyways, the road was wide and all, he made a mistake, okay? He didn't know that area, or it's not knowing the area, it's not knowing the road rules. So he's made a mistake about certain thing. Now I have to go pay my own bills, but whatever it is. I don't know who is playing foul here in Dubai also. And road rules are everywhere the same. You'll get fined if you, even by mistake, do something, not intentionally. So it wasn't a speeding ticket. It wasn't that anyone's life was in danger. It was just a bus stop. I didn't know. He didn't tell me when I went in. I just asked him about the parking thing. I said, "Can you park here? Will you get me? Maybe if you don't put coins in the parking, charge thing, what do you call it, box, you'll get a fine. So I'll go in." Takeaway, not even eat there. So I come back and he says, these people just fine us. You see, this is what the driver of my brother said. 720, and then I explained to him, and I told him I don't know the area. If you tell the person you don't know the area, but you know the parking, you know the rules of the road, so this okay. So maybe a little bit of his mistake too, that he should have known. The lines are there on below that this is a bus stop. So you just have to move your car a little bit and park, if or just opposite. It's a wide area, right? You don't want to get this thing. So fine. So mistakes are made. Some mistakes can be forgiven. It wasn't like someone's life was in danger. So I don't know, but because of the fine being like very, very high for those poor people who who come from Pakistan or India to work here and all this. So I don't know what your opinion would be, that the driver should have been fined 720 dirhams, or the Emirati RTA then brought it down to 220 dirhams. Or should the RTM have said that, you can just move your car a little bit ahead and park here, move your car from this bus stop area, which is right opposite McDonald's, unfortunately. And because of my help, okay, he made a mistake. He still kept parked. He parked his car, and there was another car that came, also parked there, and they may have gotten a fine too. So I was told they were fined. Or this is a wide. This is not a narrow street. It's a wide street. What do you think? I really am so disheveled, tired, waking up late. But whenever I wake up, even if I sleep properly, seems like I have cancer. Feels like it. So every day my health reminds me how cruel the people are when I go out. Such a fast life in such a brutal world, really. The taxis don't stop. And in the summer it can get very tiring. They should have buggies here. So I don't know whether the foul play, because you see, he said if he complains, his name will be highlighted, and then the RTA will come after him, harassing him. They don't leave anyone who complains. So rich people get away, the poor people get into trouble. But on the other hand, Pakistan, I was just thinking today in the morning, whenever I woke up in the afternoon, because my health is reminding me, and I'm thinking of all those people who reached out to me to help me, foreigners, like an Indian man, Hindu man in London, my principal, Holborn College. I wish he asked, my mother was also, I wanted to be with my mother and in Karachi with principal being there. But can you believe it, this man, such a gentleman, like a guardian, angel of mine, he said, when I told him about my health, he said, come to the West. I'll give you the money to stay. And so I said, no, I cannot take money from you. I mean, what will he get out of helping me out like this? You're Hindus. I was just thinking today, every day my health, every moment my health, as I'm feeling the draining energy. So I'm much grateful to those outside, away from me, not outside there. I hope we are one. I know we are, I don't know how to say this. You cared for me, you reached out, even financial help. Like, which Pakistani is going to say that I will give you money? And so when he saw that I resisted and all this, he said, no, then you can pay me back later. Otherwise, he could have done it for free without getting anything. So Indians, some say that are not that caring, and all this. So I'm so touched. Like, I have family, I have relatives, I have friends. People criticizing rather than understanding. I had uncles so rich, my father got poor. He would make the thing and then give it to his brothers. Not his sons, my father. And what did he get from his brothers? And now his brothers for their children and make a lot of money so the grandchildren could also have money and all this. Everyone's after money here, most of the people. But this time, I don't know, I'm very surprised that His Highness Crown Prince gave us ED, those financially challenged. And then I read in the news that he's giving their children also ED. So ED is like a gift in money, free. So this, in a way, the Arabs are very generous. Once you call them brothers, I know this. They will be, and they're not cheats or anything. So they will be very generous and all this. I would be complaining in the Western world, like no human touch. Traffic police would give us a fine. Some people, they make a mistake. Even RT taxi drivers make a mistake. So many times I've seen this because I travel in taxis. Now I'll never. So I'm crippled. I have to call my brother's driver. Now he made a mistake. Whether you know this area or not, the road signs are there. There was no sign that this is a bus stop, but below there was a different kind of road there on the side. Some grayish part there. I didn't know this was a bus stop, and I didn't know what a fine would be levied on him. So, and when the driver is in the car, and I have left to get the takeaway for I thought, okay, this is a message, sorry. I thought this would just take a few minutes. And that's why I even asked him that, would this place be for your parking. That's why I'll go and get my food, take away. So he said, no, no, it's okay, because I know that you have to pay a certain amount for parking. So I was aware of that and I told him. And so you just, I don't know whether the RT should have, or it was his mistake, but he's in the car. They could come and say, please, can you move your car? Otherwise, you know the fine is 700 dirhams if you park at a bus stop area. So whose fault is it? Anyways, this Emirati man came down to 200 dirhams. He gave him a discount. So I'm dying, and every day I'm reminded of those beautiful people who would give their lives, not only money, to save others. And it means a lot to me, this, and so back to that, you decide, I don't know, but I felt that he should not have been fined since he was in the car. And this is a wide area where, there's parking left, right, also a wide area, very wide area. And he could have just gone, said, why don't you find parking? And then called me on the phone, mobile. So all this, but I don't think he should have been fined. So he made a mistake. Even RTA taxi drivers make a mistake. Shouldn't we fine them immediately? Give them a ticket? Customers, since your road rules are, you fine, right? So as a RTA taxi driver, you should be aware that there are people who give you a hand, they're not well. You should stop. And also that you should not make a mistake. Miss the road and all this. So it's not like someone's health, someone's life was in danger. And he was in the car. I went out to get my, from the fast food, get my food takeaway. So I think certain concessions at that time should be made. First you come and you say, why, you know the road rules, why have you stopped here? So this is very strange that immediate fine would, and then I've been told that if they complain, their names are highlighted, and the radar is on you then, and every time they will be harassing you. Like the taxi drivers, since I've uploaded these videos against RTA, they don't stop. Last night also, I tested it. They wouldn't stop. One wouldn't stop. After dropping someone, they had the yellow light on. This means the taxi is free. So someone, is in a hurry to reach somewhere, and health problems, nothing for that. So who is the hypocrite? Who's the cruel person? On one hand, we are on one hand, Abu Dhabi, for their people, they're doing this. They get, Ramadan comes, they free people from the prison, we are told. Things like that, right? They save turtles. They should have a radar on me. There must be someone following me for sure to know what I'm saying. against UAE and all this thing. So harassing people, it's better to die than to take money from here. Cruel Arabs, fraudulent Pakistanis, selfish, cruel Pakistanis also, careless, negligent beggars on the street, harming people. So Arabs have now I'm going to get the thing that they are hypocrites, you see, because what I've seen, what I've experienced here, that you Arabs are hypocrites. You don't really care. Mentally challenged, physically challenged person, what are you going to say? That I'm making excuses for my health? I've deceived you? It's not even recorded in my computer. Amal Hospital. It's not Rashid Hospital. How am I going to get that card for the disabled, mentally challenged or physically challenged people? God knows what this is. I can't talk fast anyways. Can't even talk properly. What fast? So this is terrible. I would want to die here. See, money is not important, but the thing is that when things are dishonest, person is not well. Just one money should not be the most important thing in your life, which we have made the most important thing. And these rich people, they get away with, the RTA gets away with, taxi drivers get away with making mistakes and they don't get fined. So the driver was in the car, and I don't drive to know, I don't even know the roads here properly. I get confused with the roads. I don't know. Long time ago I got a license. That's like some 17 years, God knows, 15 years ago or what. This is 2 minus here, and I don't even drive here. So I don't know the rules that this was a bus stop. And I even told him, maybe, if you go out, maybe they'll charge you a parking ticket. So first, do you have to put some coins in the box, parking charger? All this. And so if he was still parked at that place where it's a bus stop, and he's in the car, the RTA comes and says you're fined. But can't you say that, okay, did you not know this time I let you go? Just remove your car from here. This place, just park this in front of you. The space is open, you can park there or opposite, right? So I don't think, that's why, isn't it cruel to just fine him like this when he's in the car? Although even as not driving, I know that parking place, you have to put some coins in. After 5 minutes, you'll be charged. So it's better to put the coin in the parking box, charger. What do you call it? I don't even know the name, so I can't even talk properly. So you decide. I have to take a pause time and again because my energy is draining a lot more than before, even doing Qigong. So today I was thinking of my principal in Halban College. Yusuf Zaidi went to London, asked for the number, and then Mr. Gupta He changed on me. He was saying you can call me anytime, but when I called him, he said, no, I'm busy now and all this. His behavior, attitude changed. But once I remember he had told me, come to the West. I will pay for your, you can do higher studies here, further higher studies. And you can start working here, do something. So Pakistanis would use you left, right, and center. Is there a Pakistani who will help you? Or he will use you for sex? Or do muta if he's a Shia. And this is what these Pakistanis, Muslims are about, even Shias. See, none of the uncles, my father's brothers, they're just saving money for themselves and then grandsons, their sons, even though their sons are working and here, you can earn so much as an Emirati. The कंजूस मक्खी चूस हेल्पफुल तो है नहीं, एक एहसान जैसे कर रहे हैं अगर दे रहे हैं तो. They're doing a favor to someone. That's why may God never okay, I can take it from Abu Dhabi, but from them तो ये बहुत greedy misers, ये अपने आप को क्या समझते हैं तुम लोग अमीर लोग? What do you think you are? God only knows. So you can put me in jail